Aloha, this is Doug and Zeus from the Big Island of Hawaii, Big Island Campers. So this is a video we're going through Lil Honu. This is one of our campers, and I have somebody picking up, and I'm not going to be here this weekend because it's my birthday weekend, and I'm going to one of my favorite places. So this is a video to walk you through the van, show you how everything works. I want to make sure that you get your security deposit back, because that means I don't have to do any extra work. So let's go through this, show you the things that you need to know, and we'll go from there. So on this van we have cruise control, air conditioning. Here are your lights. Pull them out, lights on. This brake here is that pedal is your emergency brake. You only need it if you're parked on a really steep hill. There's a lot of steep hills here because we're a volcano and they don't have snow, so they don't think much about putting a 21% grade for 15 miles. So when you're doing that, this van is a little bit heavier than your standard van because of the wood, the build out, all that. You got Zeus dog in here. And so when you're going downhill, right here, I want you to shift from drive to second when you're going downhill, okay? So when you need to pick up speed, go back up to drive, all right? All the way up to like 65 miles an hour or 100 kilometers per hour, you can drop it into second. If you're below 20 miles an hour, you can go to first, okay? Then make sure your RPMs don't go above 3,500 RPMs, all right? That is gonna keep the engine slowing down the van, and you won't have to be on the brakes. You won't have to ride the brakes. If you ride the brakes, you will heat up the brakes. And I had one person heat up the calipers. It locked up on them. They were on the side of the road. Luckily, they were able to get going, and all I had to do was replace the rotors. So this will prevent all that. And so just downshift when you're going down hills. Leave it in drive when you're going up hills. The engine will take care of, I'll figure all that stuff out. The other thing, this is a Bluetooth stereo, and so you can Bluetooth your phone to it. You can also plug your phone in to a thing right behind here. It'll charge your phone, and it'll mirror your phone. Otherwise, this is an Android. What's up, Zeus? You want to say hi? Oh, okay. This is an Android Play, Apple Play type of deal. So let's see. Right here, this is your traction control, and if you're on loose dirt going slow, you can push a traction control, and that will help increase your traction. Down here is just papers, registration, title registration, insurance information. And here's also some different places from the island that other people have gone. There's some hiking trails, maps, whatnot. Up here is some stickers. Take some stickers with you. These are some vinyl stickers. Give them to people that are interested. Take them to a coffee shop, whatever. This is a place that a buddy of mine does snorkel manta ray tours, and he is a fishing, awesome fisherman. So if you want to do a charter fishing, that's there. Okay, moving on. Up here, there's some bubbles. This tells you when your van is level. Everything works better when it's level. You got an on-off switch here for the front. Let's see. Right here, behind the passenger seat, here's your solar charge controller. It tells you what your battery's at. The battery gets charged by the solar panels and when you're driving the van. This here, this lever, if you pull this lever, that loosens up the seat, and then you can swivel the seat, you might have to, you might have to pull it forward a little bit, and then, hold on there, Zeus. It's okay. And then you can turn it around and let it face the back of the camper. So you can also move it back, and it reclines. So from here, here's your refrigerator. It'll be off when you get here. This is a latch to latch it so it doesn't slide out when you're driving. In here will be whatever you dial this down to. You can dial it all the way down to like -4, but you know, 38, 40 degrees is a regular refrigerator. That'll be in here. This area is for like butters and cheeses and things like that. So that's a refrigerator. Make sure you latch it. Here's a side side table. It's a resin pour, and so that's just for, you know, playing cards, putting food on, whatever. Right here is USB ports for charging your phones, cameras, GoPros, whatever, and a cigarette lighter. Towel for dishes, curtains, pull across. Here's some clips to clip them together. This is a little thing for produce. This curtain I've got closed because it keeps the sun out, but to open these windows, you squeeze these together, pull it up, push it out. It's great for when you're camping, but if you're driving the van, it makes it really loud. So keep them closed. This water, boom, kicks on. That all goes through a charcoal filter, which filters out all your pathogens, tastes, chemicals, anything like that. The water that we put in the vans are potable water. Those potable water stations are on my app. So only fill up at those water stations. And then, so this water is for doing dishes, for brushing your teeth, things like that. There's some Dr. Bronner's soap. You can use that. I've got some extra in here, so it's more convenient. A dish thing, toilet paper, bags for shopping. There's a little bit of a first aid kit back there. Garbage can or porta potty. There's bags, extra bags underneath, and a whisk broom and dustpan, because you know sometimes it gets sandy in here. Right here, underneath here is a pull-out cutting board. Please cut on this. Don't cut on my nice countertop. Thank you. Can opener, bottle opener, excuse me. Here's a dispenser for paper towels, an extra blanket. All this area is for your clothes. There's your shower towels, and the top sheet is there. The fitted sheet is on. Extra pillow for sitting. Right here, open this latch up. This slides out. This side is all of your mugs, silverware, pots, pans, French press, all that stuff, paper plates, plastic plates, all that lives in there. In here, this is open. This has got some playing cards in it. It also has a lighter. Here's some vinegar. You get Vana or sea urchin. You make a poultice with that, put that on the area, leave it on overnight. It'll dissolve the stingers, and you'll be fine in the morning. There's some extra Progresso soup. You can use this for pantry. You can use it for your clothes, whatever. You can also sit on this bench. I just installed this new stove. The way this works, make sure that your curtains are out of the way, please. Or even open up this door. And if you want to open up this door, there are some bungee cords underneath here that you can latch onto here and then underneath the wheel well, and that will keep this open. So depending on, you know, what the wind is doing, all that stuff, you may want the door open or closed. Just keep the curtain out of the way. In here is, you know, condiments, salt, pepper, honey, some coffee. Sunscreen, please don't spray the sunscreen around the van, because when you get it on the van, it's a pain in the ass to get off. Here's some bug spray. Hydrogen peroxide. We have staff in our waters around the island. So if you cut yourself on the coral, if you have an open wound, shower off and then rinse it with some hydrogen peroxide so you don't get staph infection. That is mandatory. I've gotten it. Everybody I know gets it. So don't be one of those. Okay, here are some extra like rice and rotini and Ziploc bags, some extra little Tupperwares. We do have cockroaches in this state. It never freezes. They all fly. So I like to keep them out of the vans, and the way to do that is to keep all your food in bags. Don't leave any open raw food out, because you'll have guests for dinner that you didn't invite. So that's never pleasant. We call them crickets. Okay, so here's a lighter. The way this works is, let's see. I'm trying to hold this GoPro at the same time. There we go. Okay, so the way this works, hold down, push down on that, and light. Okay, there you go. So simple enough. And your cigarette lighter is another one in here. There's also one, whoops, in there next to your playing cards. Okay, so close this, latch it. As far as lights, here's your light switch right behind the door. It is on a little thing there. Turn it, it runs these lights, and they're on a dimmer. So there you go. The other thing about this van is we have this table that drops down. So it's great for playing cards, sharing a cup of coffee, even, you know, a small meal. And the way it works is, let's see if I can set this up so that you can see how this works. All right, let's get this out of the way. How's that? Okay, there's 3 latches. 1, 2, 3. The rope's twisted for a reason, and then it comes down. You've got a nice cool table. This is chocolate albizia. It's very light wood from the island. So this is not strong enough to be a sex swing, so please don't sit on it. To put it back, what you're gonna do is take it and swivel it or spin it 360 degrees all the way around so it knots up the rope, and then just lift it up and latch the 3 latches, and you're good to go. It will rattle a little bit. If it bugs the shit out of you, put a towel in there or something like that. Over here is USB ports. I don't know if I showed you that. You can turn it on there. It gives you the voltage. You can turn it off if you don't want the blue light. So that is it, I think, for here. Let's go to the back. So here's your backup camera. Back here we have another light switch right here, and that turns on these lights behind the molding. Can't really see it very well in the daytime, but it's also on a dimmer switch. This is in this basket. This is a shower curtain, a plastic shower curtain. You can use it as a rain break thing if you want. Some more bug spray, and your towels. Under here, you won't have to be in here at all, but underneath there is access to the propane, and I got a little propane gauge on there. It tells me that it's full, so hopefully that's accurate. The way this works, this is your shower. So this is up here, turn it on, boom. As soon as you turn it on, it's gonna kick the furnace on, and you can see we're at 93 degrees already, 95. So turn that off, and I've got a new one of these coming because somebody broke it. When you're done with this, put it in the basket, because otherwise it's going to end up on your pillow, and then you're going to have a puddle on your pillow, and that's no fun. Here's a washcloth for showering. This turns the heat up. Keep it low, because if you go up, it's going to burn you. It's super hot. So at low, it goes up to about 102, 103. This is a speedier water. The slower the water, the hotter the water is going to be. The faster your water, it's not going to be as hot. So when you run out of water, either here or in the sink, they all come from the same tank, you will notice that the water stops running. It's obvious. Right here is the pump for the switch for the pump. Turn the pump off. When you fill it back up with water, then you can turn the pump on. You might hear the pump running. Turn the water on, get the air out of the system, and then you're all good. If you bring the van back and the pump is running, I'm gonna charge you for a new pump, because you will burn it out. So please, I don't want to have to replace a pump. I don't want to have to withhold money from your security deposit. Turn the pump off when it runs out of water. Here's the hose to fill it back up. It's right underneath here. Any add-ons that you have, umbrella, beach chairs, surfboards, anything like that, all that's going to be under here. Surfboards obviously will go in a bag, and they'll be on top of the bed. Here's some, you know, shampoos and different things, after sun care. If you want to use them, you're welcome to use them. Here are some clamps for the shower curtains, and then in here is a spare key that if you need it, I will text it to you, the combo. So when you run out of water, over on the driver's side, right here is where you fill it up with water. You put the hose on there, you spin this instead of spinning the hose. Doesn't have to be super tight. Underneath here is your tank, okay? You're only seeing about half the tank. This is 30 gallons. This is a suction side to your pump. So when your water gets down to about here, you're gonna start sucking air, you're out of water. Turn the pump off, okay? Then once you start filling it back up, you'll know when you're full when you start leaking water, like this is right here out of the hose, which is right, this is green hose. It's right there, it's green hose. So you'll see water will start leaking out. You're done, it's full. Turn it off, disconnect your hose, roll the hose back up, stick it back up underneath the bed, and then you'll have it for next time. In here is your gas. So just fill it up with gasoline, not diesel. Use the 87 octane, just the cheap stuff. Costco's your best price, Safeway's your next best price. So that's about it. Thank you for watching. Generally, even if I'm not here, I'm available on my phone, by text or WhatsApp. And if there's really a problem, give me a phone call. So aloha, thank you for watching. Have a fantastic trip. I want to see lots of pictures, and have a great time. Here is the keys. So the keys are in here. I'll give you the code. You can take that off the window and put it underneath your seat. Use it if you want to, and then just lock the keys back up in that when you're finished. All right, aloha, have a great trip. Okay, Zeus, say goodbye. Give me a high five. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Have a good trip. High five.